This program is brought to you by Chong Tapsilogan and Sizzlers, Access Pro Immigration Services, Ubalaba Ilonggo Air, Porsche Store, Bacolod Wealth Experts, Cook Food and Pastries.
Imperialismo,
Ibagsak!
burokrata kapitalismo.
Ibagsak!
They say that the movie platform is a political message. Is it? This is not a political show. This is the Popcorn Collective. I'm Julius Maraveles.
I'm Hannah Papasin.
I'm Jay Espino.
And we are going to talk about the movie The Platform, El Hoyo in Spanish. And it is directed by...
Galder, Gaztelu-Urrutia.
Yes.
Of course, it's a difficult name.
Yes,
Whatever she
very
said.
difficult.
Oh, sige, liwat me.
Galder, Gaztelu-Urrutia.
Who is actually from Balboa,
Actually, this is interesting because this is his first full-length niya nga film.
Oh,
And
wow.
it gathered,
Wow.
a lot of audiences from, syempre, younger people nga na-amaze.
Yeah.
Mainly because of how it is packaged.
All right, you talk about the movie, I'll have coffee. This is from 13 Parea, by the way. It's iced coffee.
Enjoy, sir. Enjoy.
And it's good. And oh, by the way, we have... Shall we?
That's vegetable sisig.
Vegetable
yeah.
sisig.
For those of
Okay,
you
ako
who are
mauna.
So
watching
the
your
taste
diet,
of sisig without the guilt, kumaga.
Ako mauna.
Medyo spicy, Jutay, for your
Wala
mornings.
serving
nga.
spoon.
Enjoy, sir.
Ikaw naman. Ikaw naman.
Gulo ginagmay da.
We're using the same fork.
You live in the same house, man. So okay lang na.
Ikaw, you want?
Enjoy. Sige, sir. I'll have some later.
Same
Okay lang,
order.
good.
Which is exactly what
Yeah.
the platform is all about. So let's have a little discussion about the plot
Yeah.
in the first place.
yeah. Well, shall I?
Yes.
Okay.
please.
It's actually a vertical management system. So dira na
Big word.
it's just merely a tower with numerous floors. Wala sila kabalo kung pila ka floor kay for every retelling may gahambang nga 150 lang, may ara 300, may ara 350. So it's for us to find out kung pila gid exactly levels, no? And at the start of the film, we are told nga may mga line galing nga mga tao nga ara dira sa bilog sa sulod ng tower. There are those that went voluntarily, like
Yeah,
Goreng,
yeah.
our main character. And then there was that one character nga part siya sa system but she went in because she
Yeah.
had cancer. Ang nangin partner sa uli ni Goreng. Then there's Trimagasi, who's a
It's,
very shady
yeah.
character. And then there's Baharat, ang black, no? And ang
Yeah.
conceit sa film is that there's this platform that descends at specific times of the day, laden with food. Pero syempre, since may line-nain ng mga tao sa line-nain yung mga levels, kung ara ka sa upper level, you get the bigger slice of the pie, of the proverbial pie. Kung mga level 150 ka, most likely wala ka nabilin because naubos to siya sa babaw. There. So, according to Imuguri, kabalo siya nga, according to her, there are 150 levels, but it turned out she was wrong.
Yeah. Dito
Nga
pala.
siling niya, everybody, if they're just going to get what they need and not exceed their needs, makapakaon gid ang tanan hasta sa lower nga levels. So, eventually, well, of course, so sa mga wala pa nakakita, spoiler alert, Goreng decided to change the system. But at one point, he had to resort to violence. Kill people who do not want to toe the line and who want to get more than what they need. Na.
What I'm wondering is what our food will be.
What will it be?
It's obvious. Whatever the ones above don't want.
Okay.
Then there's the panakota.
Jay actually runs 13th Parea. It's a lifestyle. Can we call it still like that?
I don't know what
lounge?
it is. After COVID, I don't even know anymore what it is. Pero we're trying to continue and push forward with whatever's available sa buong. Pero yeah, we still stay true pretty much to what we started out with. Kung ano magad.
But can you actually do it in an actual scenario? I mean, okay, I offered you the vegetable sisig,
Yeah.
but hindi ka magkaon because exactly wala serving spoon. Maybe it's because of COVID, but can you actually make people eat together? There's the budol fight, di ba?
Yeah. Pero sa buong lang alang, lagi na siguro ang budol fight na against all the rules of ano. Pero I'm gonna getting people to eat together. The mere act of eating is something which everyone does. It's something ako man nga need gina bisan na naman balon mo. Pero getting people to eat together as part of a social thing, kumbaga, is something completely different at the same time. And getting people to ration out pagid and not get more than what they should is even harder pagid siguro. Pero mo na gani, it's the concept of tinga hindi ko magkaon more nga kay base si sir na nagbayad or iya na ano. Pero it's that whole concept thing. I think amo gining na-tackle sang platform in a sense. It's a war of the classes in a sense. It's a metaphorical movie which this somehow distinguishes kung ano nagid kalayo as the platform goes lower and lower, as the levels go down even more. Kung ano kalayo ang contrast between ang people above, the people below, and ang a third kind of person, the ones that fall, pretty much.
Let's talk about the obvious, based on the script of the platform. Si Trimigasi, sa iya narration in the opening part said,
There are three kinds of people: the ones above, the ones below, and the ones who fall.
there are three kinds of people.
Yeah.
Those on top, those below, and those who fall. Okay, kung i-discuss to ni, it's pretty much a description of social classes.
Yes.
Kung kay George Carlin pa, you have the rich who take money from government. You have the middle class
Yeah.
who pay the taxes, and you have the poor who actually scare the shit out of the middle class.
Yes. Oh, that's true.
Diba? That's George Carlin. Pero if we look at platform, basically it's the same. So literal siya. Now, symbolism, floors, mega ceiling 333. May nag-multiply by 2. Name mo 666. Diba? Si parte naman ko nun sa panulay.
Okay, but which God?
The only God. There's no other God than that. Come on.
Okay.
Half evil lang siguro.
Half evil.
Not quite.
Oh, not quite. Getting there pa lang siguro.
And actually, for those who believe in angels, would you believe in ang 333 may message?
Yes. Oh.
May angel number 333 gali.
Wow. I didn't know. Yeah, no, pero-
Who actually represents growth. I don't know.
Never know.
I don't know.
Symbolic or anything.
Okay.
Pero yeah. Do ka mo magitod ang tema sini because I wouldn't imagine of any other reason why director someone director idol would make something nga wala magid siya deeper sense to it in a sense if he wasn't if he didn't have a purpose for the movie to be made exactly that way. It just so happens to be nga it was made in a medium nga ma-appreciar sang kalabanan sang tao.
Galder, Direct Galder said na he really set it out to make a Marxist manggid siya.
Yes. Okay. Okay.
Marxist
That makes
manggid
more
yung
sense.
framework niya because we have the distribution of wealth,
Yeah.
distribution of resources, we have the different levels, nga-represent sila different classes. We have people who are on top, who have the opportunity to get whatever that they want without leaving something sa bottom. Pero that's the thing, and this is
I need my Parea coffee.
and this is something i-point out ko because for me, it's if you're going to go to the character development of Goreng.
Yeah.
You can also see how socialist states develop
Yes.
how they started nga well-meaning sila nga gusto nila i-distribute nila ang resources equally or equitably. And then later on, may mga tao nga gaka-disillusion sa system because there are people who refuse to share.
Yes.
So what they do is they resort to violence. So may class violence, China had the Cultural Revolution, for example, and then you have Cuba nga may araman sila may ilaman sila nga on nga revolution nga maging pamatay man nila ang Russia had 10 days that shook the world nga ang Bolsheviks gin patay ang mga Tsars, ang family sang mga Tsar. So amo to ang character development ni Goreng nga nagkuha siya sang kay Baharat ang itom nga pinamatay nila ang hindi ang refuse mag-share. Pero the other question is we know this because we know history.
Yes.
What about those who don't?
But then again, ang pamangkot is, if that is the analysis that Galder intended us to think, it's actually within the Marxist framework,
Yes.
which could not work
Yeah.
for others. For example, this can also be a discussion about hierarchies.
Yes.
We're talking about hierarchies. Next question is, are hierarchies necessary? Are hierarchies intrinsically evil? Panulay bala ang huluhalintang sa aton nga sosyedad? I mean, okay, for all the talk about capitalism, of course there are evil things sa capitalism. But how about socialism?
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly.
Same.
Yeah,
Yeah, same known factor.
Known
kumbaga.
factors.
Oo.
At the end of the day, you talk about hierarchies.
Yes.
Be it capitalism or be it socialism. Let's look at China. There are still hierarchies. Those within the Politburo of the Chinese Communist Party are rich
Yes.
now. But at least na-distribute nilang wealth.
Yeah.
Nagbilyon galing ang iba niya milyon. But there are still hierarchies.
Multiply.
Kitable.
Yeah, that's true.
So I don't know, sir. This is what we've been discussing in the past. No, that if you resort to art to bring across a message, there is that problem.
Yes. Oh, akagamo gina actually if you think about it. I don't think that Goring wanted to resort to violence in the first place. It was never the point. Galing kay because of everything that you've been through. Kumbaga ang rationality mo went through time and space in a sense. And it reached the irrational point na ang tanan-tanan nga na piece together mo sa nagsilo-silo na to sa levels and all of that. Somehow, some way, it kind of made sense nga basi wala gid ya other way. Kumbaga. Pero pushing through with all of that, if you mentioned China, I'm not sure if you guys are aware, pero speaking of socialism, there's this, have you guys heard of Auroville? Auroville, Auroville. So Auroville is like this, it's a city in India, somewhere on the outskirts of India. Pero it has no government, it has no currency, it has no religion, it has no schools, no educational system, no anything. So they were actually trying to pull off socialism, in a sense.
Very extreme.
Yeah, very
It's a
extreme.
variation actually of
Kumbaga,
socialism.
Oo,
Doon
pero
parehas na sa Rojava movement, if you have heard of it.
Yeah.
The
It's
Rojava
very similar.
movement.
And Auroville started actually as Duka project lang ni siya. It was a project niya involved keeping a certain ano gud siya, social experiment if you think about it. Pero the thing is, it survived more than 50 years now. Tungod kay they kept the numbers small.
Locally si fair nga type.
Yeah, so for example, ang ining kape ko ni, mabaylo ko ni for whatever that you may have. Kumbaga, do ka barter system. They have a grocery, for example. Pero ang grocery nila is, do ala platform nga, you don't take more. The people there understand that they don't take more than what they need. Kumbaga.
Of course, this is not your usual movie review. This is the Popcorn Collective, and we go through the pretext, the subtext, and the context of a movie. But if we talk about aesthetics, wala problema.
Well.
It is a good movie.
Yeah.
Remove the, amo tong gusto ko i-quote si Jay sa previous na nga interview siya. Remove the dogma. If it's really good art, it's still good art. So, you know, the cinematography, doon ma-convince ko sa acting nila tanan. It's really good. And you know, sila mo kakini siya nga sini because the setting is and the location is just there sa tower, and then there's the platform ascending descending mula na damo siya bisets to no. Pero the you can appreciate it for it's genre nga horror, kay nakulbaan ka kung
True.
ano ang there was this scene even nga gin-attempt siguro nga i-cannibalize ang iya upod.
Yeah.
Nabala. And it's the very concept is really disturbing. It's very disturbing. So, remove everything. Remove the political message.
Yeah.
It's really a good film.
And amo na gani, I think it succeeded in making you feel uncomfortable the whole time,
Yes.
pretty much. Nga, amo gina,
Yes.
and in your uncomfortable state, somehow, some way, si director got the message through. Kaya tinabutan ka na niya sa punto, nga do ka ang ilugid sa tanan-tanan. Pero eventually, pagkatapos sa sinito ka, wow. Puto.
Yeah, fears na actually,
Yeah,
kanami, isang pagka-start nila nga, it really made you uncomfortable. And it would really
Which is, so
disturb you.
everything has a sound design, sa lights, even with the cinematography, everything.
Even the soundtrack.
Yeah,
And
oo.
even the soundtrack was very minimalist.
Yeah.
If you come
To
to
keep
think.
the eeriness siguro. of
Wala
everything
soaring
else, yeah.
orchestra, wala
Oo,
soaring
tood na,
sounds
tood
like
na.
John Williams. Ta-da! wala. It's not John
It-
Williamish.
Yeah.
It's under your skin actually ang music and
Tood na.
But
It's
we should not
comfort na
forget that the platform is actually a film similar to Luis Buñuel's Exterminating
Exterminating
Angel,
Angel.
Oh, yeah, I've heard of that.
which is
Yeah,
actually a study about human character and behavior. And I think beyond the seeming political character of the platform, I think it should also be seen as a study of human character. Above all.
Yeah, yeah.
You mentioned Buñuel and Exterminating Angel. And ang Exterminating Angel is basically, for those nga wala pa kakita, it's this group of bourgeois. Okay, mga burgis sila. They were the France Gentile nga class, no? They went to this party, they went to this dinner party, and then for some reason, they cannot leave the room.
Oh.
They really
wow.
cannot leave the room. So,
Okay.
anybody who is outside coming in cannot also leave the room. So,
If you come to think of it, the platform actually built on that.
yes.
Built on that
Because
film.
you can also cannot leave the room. But this time, because surrealist si Luis Buñuel, there was no explanation why they cannot leave the room.
True.
They just cannot. So that's why nga na-use up naman nila ila food. They have to, some of them have to resort to eating yung paste sa walls. Kaya wala na gid. So, and one of them got sick and died. Pero it's actually just like platform and like what Mr. Marivela said, no? Buñuel's film is a study of human character.
Yes.
To what extent kita nga
All right, drop the microphones. Drop the microphones. Mapauna-una, tapos pagkaon hindi. I mean, if you come to think of it,
No,
si Banjo is off camera and he's looking at the food. Would he drop his task of tending to the cameras and magdumog upod sa aton? Or, I mean, it's a test of human character.
And aside from that, siguro masana, no, it's about the human character
Yeah.
and how it changes depending on the position that you're put in at the same time. Kung gulpin na lang nga tiyan mo lang, hindi ka kagawa nga
Yeah.
wala explanation, wala
It's actually, Buñuel wanted to answer the question, to what extent are we going to drop our
Yes, exactly.
our veneer of civility?
Yeah. The facade.
Facade,
The
correct. The
bilog na
facade of
facade,
civility. Kag dason dumangin animal naman ta. Okay? Amo na ang iya nga ginapamangkot. What if i-deprive ta? We have all the riches pero hindi ta kakaon.
True. As a platform, amo to, I think, one of the bigger factors there was time and space was a factor as well.
Yes.
That your space was somehow
Very
limited.
limited.
Galing kay, kabalo ka lang nga, you have a few months to go. You could count days. You just have to survive. The human body could go 30 days without food. So you have something to look forward to somehow. Ang kontra mo na lagi ganito, tungod kay limitado, kakagsulit-sulit ang tanan, is ang mental part naman, a psychological part of everything else. That's why I think people fall. That's why they end up jumping or this and that. Kaya it's not just ang gutom.
And that is very
It's not
interesting,
just ang-
Jay, because what you're trying to say is, I don't know
Yeah, yeah.
if what you're trying to say is, I mean, based on what you said, I've seen basically, ang platform is also a proposition about mental health, if you come to think of it.
Yeah.
Because the
Yeah.
problem now is people tend to lose hope. Sa platform,
Actually.
you can have a glimpse of hope.
Yeah.
That's why Trimigasi, despite the fact that it was useless actually to scribble on the walls,
Yeah.
sang days niya in prison, he actually continued to do it.
Yeah.
Diba? Because
As a way to keep sane.
as
Kumbaga,
a way
it's your
keeping
may
sane.
buwas pa. Oo,
Exactly.
may-
And he used a knife, self-sharpening knife.
Yeah.
I don't know what's the meaning of that, no?
Oh, yeah.
Self-sharpening knife.
Amo na gani kadamo man symbolism sa movie and
Yeah.
all of that. Pero te amo na gani siguro nga why would you bring a knife to a gunfight? Te amo na yang kay Goreng te you brought a book.
You brought a
Supposedly to keep you company for the next 6 months.
And of all titles, Don Quixote pa.
Don Quixote.
Exactly.
And I think, I don't know, but for me, Don Quixote was also another form of symbol.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
a symbol because the original Don Quixote has a Quixotic quest. He was fighting. He was literally
Yeah.
fighting windmills.
True,
And
true.
this time they're also fighting windmills.
The
And
administration.
they're trying to fight against a system which
Yeah, yeah.
could be Quixotic man.
And it wouldn't surprise me kung ano ka-utidaan ang director dire with all the
Yeah.
details of the movie. It wouldn't surprise me nga tod na even the little details nga make it Don Quixote ang book para medyo may symbolism Japon. Make it a self-sharpening knife nga. If you think about it as well. Ang story to was he bought the knife off sa home TV shopping. Natamaan sa kakaon sa ano. That's why he ended up throwing the TV out of the window kag binahulugan sa ano. So technically it doesn't make him a bad person, but he is a murderer. But he was a murderer due to his
Wow, anti-consumerist pa sang iya nga.
Yes, amo gid exactly.
rason,
Do ka consumerism naman niya sang igo sa iya. Kaya te, amo na gani hindi man he didn't want to do anything that was out of his ordinary routine. Gali na frustrate na sa kayo. Kaysa mismong nag-count sa consumerism. Kaya diba, before that knife, he got the Samurai Pro. Tapos the Samurai Extreme na niya, I think the next one, I'm not so sure. Pero te, amo na gani, they sold him something off of the TV, which he willingly bought with money that he worked hard for. Yet at the same time, right after his purchase, he saw the exact same guy selling something better for what he already has. And the worst thing was, he still wanted it.
But then again, that would only work if you listen closely to the dialogue.
Yes.
I
Read
mean-
between the lines, gid actually. Amo gid ang pinaka-ano.
Yeah, reading between the lines.
Ang platform is written like Casablanca. It's script driven, script, character, and plot driven actually,
Yeah, true.
which is a throwback to the way films were made.
Yeah.
Casablanca, you have to listen to the dialogue to understand the movie. But if you don't listen, it's actually useless. You
And-
won't understand the significance, the so-called anti-capitalist message
And
of
naman
the
ang
movie.
budlay siguro gani subong Sir Julius kay te with the culture subong nga everybody wants it fast eh. I
Yeah.
mean, you don't have 10 minutes to read something anymore. Hindi ka kasaho nga script driven kisa ang movies kung wala damo visual bala nga stimuli and everything else. Pero te amo na gani that's what kind of makes me admire this movie so much is despite it being script driven, it still captures you. Ang transitions nila sa tanan-tanan ma-capture ka gid sang bilog nga storya and akon gani sa naglawig doon hindi ko na gusto matapos ng scene niya.
very
Unlike
concept
others nga you
is
want to get to the
really-
end of it already. This one
Yeah.
though sige pa sige
And to think that it was shot in Spanish
Yes.
was actually a
Amo
very
pa na.
brave decision.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was inspired by Narcos, which was
Money heist.
Money Heist,
Oo.
diba?
Yeah, Money Heist.
So that alone also gives the message that we should veer away from the center of capitalism, which
Yeah.
is America. So that's one possibility.
That's one. Yeah, true.
And then another would be, again, ang problem lang sa the platform in this postmodernist world, it is very open to interpretation. Diba?
True.
If we talk about hierarchies, everyone won't like it. But again, if some people would say that you don't want hierarchies, I've been listening and watching to Jordan Peterson, and he was very clear in what he said. Hierarchies are not necessarily evil and not necessarily good,
Yes.
but they are needed. Hatag example, kung ang tatay mo may brain tumor, ka gusto mong paoperahan sa pinakamaayo nga neurosurgeon, won't you want hierarchies? Of course, natural law says there are hierarchies.
Yes.
There are. And the platform makes that clear. There are hierarchies. From the kitchen down to the bottom.
Yes.
Kung diin man to nga floor, white kabalo, base 528, 333, 569 do, yan yung ka-Pepsi mo. Lipat ko.
Pero if you think about it, Todd, Sir Julius, like they were trying to enforce the fact even that even the hierarchy took your order in a sense. Before all of you guys went in, all of you were asked what is your favorite food. Kaya ikaw, syempre umakot ka, why was that matter? Kaya we'll put it on the menu. Meaning, tanan ka mo da may ara sang ginpangayo nyo. The hierarchy still somehow thought of sustaining all of you. Galing kite, they understand as well. Alam mo na ng budlay, kite, hierarchies also understand how human nature works. They understand kung paano magdalaga ni nga kung pabayaan mo lang na. Sige lang,
And
pabayaan.
there was no instruction
Yes.
saying nga you should only take
Yes.
what you need.
Exactly.
That was only suggested by Muguri. Kagdason, ginhaboy pa siya, di ba?
Amo na, tod na.
Nag-retaliate
Oo.
pa ang gininstructionan niya.
But then again, which goes back to the very nature of people. If you are not told what to do,
Yes.
I mean, gusto tagid nga prison system, lang taon talang blasubong, people understand that there is COVID, but they don't want to wear masks.
Yes.
They want to be told through a law that you have to wear masks.
True.
Should you be ordered to survive? Should you be ordered to be not stupid? I mean, you know, of course, damo sa mga, again, ang chanta, imperialismo!
Ibagsak!
Pero tayo muna to, even sa Japan, Sir Julius, if I'm not mistaken, I think may law na sila that they could not force people to stay inside their homes or anything of that kind. I'm not so clear on what it was, pero I read something that and a friend of mine actually nga arato sa mga sa Japan do exchange students, he mentioned that nobody ordered us to stay inside. We were not given a law to stay inside, but the mayor just asked us to, and we did. Ang mula na kasimple ganun.
At the end of the day, oh, by the way, wala na may nagkaon sang, we have chicken wings from 13th Parea.
Grabe,
And
Ano yung mga flavors? That's garlic
Oh
parmesan.
yeah, we have garlic
that's,
parmesan, we have honey
buffalo.
butter garlic, and buffalo.
okay, would
May
you like
sinigang
to,
na kami ginagawa.
if this is the platform, what would happen is, i-mix tani.
Yes.
For
Would
example.
anyone want to eat that? Kung Ilonggo, anong alternate title sang the platform?
Ang buho.
Hindi,
El Hoyos.
di nang mas nami, budol fight o kung damog?
Oh.
Exactly. Ito, depende. Guro kung anong ibudol mo. Kung ibudol mo damog.
Pwede man bahog. Anyway, at the end of the day, ang siling, let's again take a line from the movie. The panakota is the
Is the
message.
message.
Yes, the message, yes.
The panakota is the message. And that is literal. But if we digest what a panakota is, if you come to think of it, lang tawang panakota, it's a homogeneous mixture of milk, of eggs, and what else? Vanilla. If that is the message of the
platform.
director, well, it's good, no? But can you actually have that? Can you make society a panakota? And that would be difficult. Diba? So for all its aesthetics.
Yes.
And again, be mindful sa aton nga mga viewers, it is a good movie. Would you recommend the platform?
Most definitely. Please do see it. Kung wala
Yes.
pa ka makita.
One of the best films that I've seen in its year.
Yes, true.
But then again, it's open to interpretation. But nevertheless, get a copy and watch. Or syempre, you go to Netflix.
Yeah, on
Yeah.
Netflix.
In the end, Netflix wins.
Ang munang boto, Netflix is the panakota.
Is the And this has been the Popcorn Collective. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Until the next show.